Buenas and half a day. Hello everyone. Kamusta na? That is, hi, how are you? In the Filipino language called Tagalog. Kamusta na? Ako ay si Mrs. Paulino. Welcome to PBS University Math Corner, where everyone counts. Oh no, another power outage. Oh, let me see if I can find something here to use for light. Where's a flashlight? Okay, here we go. I've got my lighter here. All right, here we go. Another one here. Okay. Ooh, it's pretty dark in here. There you are. I hope you're all doing safe in this dark and stormy night. I think this is a good time to tell us some scary stories instead. Well, what is the scariest film that you've ever seen before? Wow, those sound pretty scary. Let's hear more from our middle schoolers' top horror films.
The scariest film I've ever watched was The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. Pagpag, a Filipino horror movie.
Ooh. Perfect Blue.
Annabelle.
Half of her body was hanging on the wall. She was stuck inside that room with the nun, and then Annabelle literally went like stole her soul or something.
No one gets out alive.
The Ring. It was pretty scary. I couldn't sleep for like 2 nights.
Scream is the scariest film I've seen.
Scream!
Those are pretty scary. Well, I remember when I was still very young watching a Filipino horror film. I think those are the worst and scariest. Well, it haunted me for days, and even up to now, I still have the habit of fully covering myself up with a bedsheet up to my neck like this. Well, I do have a scary math joke just for you, but I'm just too scared to say it. But seriously, do you know that there is such a thing as arithmophobia? Arithmophobia, also known as numerophobia, is an extreme fear of numbers which causes great anxiety and panic attacks. People may feel afraid of all numbers or only specific numbers, such as the infamous and unlucky number 13. And for some of us, we were born on that day. I was born on February 13. Well, that is why also many buildings and elevators will not identify a 13th floor. When entering a math class, does it feel like you are entering a haunted house or being in a horror film?
Welcome to my math class!
Or feel like screaming like this?
Today, we're gonna learn how to convert mixed numbers into proper fractions!
No one gets out alive.
Did you know that approximately 93% of adult Americans experience some level of math anxiety? Alarmingly, around 17% of Americans suffer from high levels of math anxiety, according to a study in the Journal of Psychoeducational Assessment. Although most experience some anxiety when seeing or working with numbers and math problems, fortunately for us, there are ways to reduce our math anxiety. Here are 10 ways to reduce math anxiety by Ferris State University. Number 1. Know the math anxiety formula, which is confidence plus preparation is equal to success. Number 2. You are not alone. Many people, including math teachers and tutors, have math anxiety when confronted with a new problem. Number 3. Ask questions. Some students are reluctant to ask questions in fear of looking foolish. Asking questions is a sign of strength, and other students in the classroom will be glad that you ask because they might have the same questions too. Number 4. There is more than one way to solve a problem. Do not give up. Work to understand the problem your way. Remember, there is often more than one way to solve a problem. Number 5, overcome negative talk. One of the most important ways that you can do better is simply by having a positive attitude. That's right. Avoid negative self-talk, saying things like, I can't do it, or I'm not good at this. Set high expectations and rise to the occasion and say, I will try it out, work it out, and find a solution. Number 6, read your math text. A good practice is to read the section your teacher is planning to teach before going to class. Number 7, consider math as a foreign language. It must be practiced daily for success. Always do your classwork and homework. You are building on a base of skills and concepts. Find math everywhere around you, at home, when you are shopping, and even around nature. Number 8, develop responsibilities for your success. If you miss a class, be sure to get the class notes from a fellow student. If you miss something early on, it becomes more difficult to catch up. Number 9, know the basics. Be sure to know your math from earlier grades. Math builds on itself. You may have to go back and relearn some materials, but remember, it's never too late. Number 10, use different resources. Find math videos on YouTube, play math games online, use flashcards, research online, create a study group, or use available tutoring on campus. And most of all, have fun. Now, are you ready to face that fear and do some math practice? Let's begin with feed the monster. Find the exponent or the equivalence of the scientific notation. What is the correct answer? Great job! Now, what is the missing number? You are right. Next, using these fractions, find the zombies in your coordinates. Did you find them? Well, here they are. Great job. Hey, the power is back on. Just in time for me to say, si Diyos maasi, maraming salamat po. Let me blow out this candle. Thank you so much for staying with me in the dark and facing our fears together. I hope you had a great time also practicing and applying the properties of integer exponents and finding the rational numbers. Remember, in math, everyone counts and so do you. Stay positive, stay kind, and stay safe out there. See you next time. Adios.